What's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's my first video. It's about sperm whales, and it's I hope you enjoy it and learn something. I want to educate you as well. So basically, when I was a little kid, I was really into marine biology. I would memorize books of marine biology, every fact about every marine creature. I forced my parents to read me hours and hours of worth of books about marine animals, watch videos about them, movies, etc. I still have this backlog of information about all sorts of animals, but especially marine animals in my brain to this day. And at the time, when I was a little kid, like a 2, 3, 4, I didn't really know what sperm was. So a sperm whale, it wasn't really something I questioned at the time. Seemed pretty normal. Like a normal, or just like it's another name for another animal. But, when I got to school, or when I got a bit older, I don't remember exactly, I don't know exactly when I first, learned about sperm, I guess. Maybe that's a weird thing. Maybe everyone has fond memories of when they first when they first learned about that. But I guess this thing was in school at some point, probably like grade 2 or 3 or whatever, health class. And then I guess I sort of started to, like any rational person, to question why a sperm whale was called a sperm whale. It seems a little odd to name an animal after sperm, I guess. But I kind of just didn't really bother to look into it for a very long time. But then a little while ago, I decided to look up why it was called that, and it's actually pretty interesting, and I think pretty dumb. In general, that we call it a sperm whale. I understand that I've been told I understand the sperm whale itself doesn't care about what we call it because it has no conception of our language or society, or that it may even have a name from an outside being, and why it would care about what we call it, I don't know. But I care on behalf of the sperm whale, is what I'm trying to say. And I think it's unfair that they're named for the sperm, when there's so many amazing things about it. And so it already has another name. It's the cachalot. Cachalot? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. But it's been called that for as long as it's been called a sperm whale, but nobody knows it is a cachalot. Everyone knows it a sperm whale. Anyways, originally I assumed, going back to my original point, that it was called the sperm whale because it kind of looks like a sperm. If you'll see here, over there, you can see that it's bigger at the front and smaller at the back, and the sperm is bigger at the front and smaller at the back. So I thought the sailors had seen that the sperm whale, resembled loosely a sperm. I guess I assumed that the shape of a sperm was also well documented. I don't know when they invented microscopes in relation to when the sperm whale was found, but I'm pretty sure they probably knew what a sperm looked like back then. So I figured it was named because some genius realized the passing resemblance to a sperm that the sperm whale had, which, if you even mind, any whale kind of looks like a sperm, I guess. But no, that's not actually the case. So without any further ado, let's stop lollygagging about, get into the brass tacks, and, just give it a Google. Why is a sperm whale called a sperm whale? Okay, here we go. The head of the sperm whale contains an enormous fluid-filled organ. During whale harvests, this organ, now called the spermaceti organ. Spermaceti sounds like just the most disgusting pasta dish ever conceived. 1 second. How do you say that? Sperm. Okay. Spermaceta. This organ, now called the spermaceta organ, was discovered to contain a white liquid that whalers mistook for the sperm of the whale. It has a volume as large as 2,000 liters and can extend through 40% of the whale's length, which means that the early whalers who, discovered this aspect of the sperm whale's anatomy found it perfectly reasonable to assume the sperm whale was just a tube of semen, like a toothpaste tube just of semen, from its head to halfway down its body. The front half is semen. The back half, I guess they assumed, there's just no space back there. You'd think that whales, they would have been literally everywhere reproducing like rabbits if they were if their 40% of their body length was filled with semen. But I guess that made sense to them back then. Anyways, that's where it comes from. It's not sperm, by the way. It's people don't really know what it's used for. Some people think it's for buoyancy. Others think it's to improve echolocation. The scientific community is pretty divided on that issue. But it's definitely not sperm. That's what I'm trying to say. And I don't think people realize how, just generally kind of fucked up it is that they're named after a thing that was miscategorized as something else. And they're just forever known for this, for being the sperm whale, whale of sperm, when that's completely unfair. Here I've come up with a skit to better explain my feelings on this. So just bear with me. Hi. How are you? I'm good. Good. Ew, is that semen? No, that clearly came out of my notes. Hey everyone, look. This guy's full of semen. No, it's just a real spunk punk over here. Stop it. A total baby batter splatterer. Come on, dude. A regular DJ Jizzy Jeff. Screw you, man. It's just a little mucus. I mean, oh yeah. I guess it is. So can you stop with the names? Oh, I kinda like spunk punk, so I think I'll just stick to that. What? I'm already used to saying it. Really? Yeah, I think I'll just call you spunk punk from now on. Please don't. Makes you feel any better. I'll also use it to describe anyone who's remotely related to you for the rest of eternity. But Eli, I hear you cry. The stuff that they thought was semen was inside of the whale and it never came out until they cut the whale open. I thought of that. I did. I thought that making that into a sketch with people would be a bit morbid and kind of extra gross. But then I did it anyway. I did do it anyway. I couldn't help it. So here's the more accurate sketch. Yeah. Sorry. So you're probably wondering what happened to your husband. Well, unfortunately, he was recorded as being dead on arrival, pretty much as soon as he entered through these doors. What I can tell you is that we did a full autopsy to find the cause of death. we were unable to. But we thought that it might be of your interest to know that his body was just full of semen. Like, up to 40% of his body contained semen in a big sort of thing. We're not really sure what it is, but we're assuming it's semen, and we're assuming that it's kept in the upper region of his body. I know this might be hard to take, so we've taken the liberty of changing his name posthumously, and his legacy will forever be that of, what do we say, Colonel Custard the Buttermilk Baster, which would make you Mrs. Colonel Custard the Buttermilk Baster. So that's a silver lining if I've ever heard of one. Congratulations. That will be his name, and everyone in your family's name from now on. Legally binding and forever lasting. I've got other patients, I gotta go, but thank you for your time. So what's the moral of the story? I guess call them cachalots. It's French, so even if it still means has something to do with sperm, I wouldn't know because I can't understand it. And it sounds like a lot of cash if you mix the words around, which is great. I would love a lot of cash, for sure. So, but yeah, just don't call them sperm whales anymore. I mean, they're still going to. I still will, but it just kind of sucks for them. For me, oh, if you hear this is a sperm whale, whatever. I guess there's really a point to this video. But I made it anyway. So, bye.